Hey guys, it's North back again with another video. Today's video I'm coming to you with my top 15 discontinued fragrances that I still have in my collection. Let's go ahead and get it going. Now I've definitely whittled down my discontinued collection of fragrances down, but I still have more than 15. These are 15 discontinued fragrances that I want to feature in this particular list, and I'll start out with my holy grail discontinued fragrance that I've mentioned a number of times. This is my 250 ml Myrrhe Impériale. This is a huge bottle. I think I've maybe sold like 1 or 2 decants of it, but it's a fragrance that I do not wear a lot as much as I should. I just like having it, and it's probably one that I'll definitely keep. This is the one that started my love of myrrhe based fragrances. This is more of a vanillic take on myrrhe. All of the predecessors and what's after predecessor, the ones that came after Myrrhe Impériale, they're all great. This has always been a great line, especially in this type of realm where it's resins, incense, things like that. So this is one I just want to get out the way. I'm not going to spend too much time on the notes and things. I just want to mention them and then ask you guys to give me your take on what are some of your favorite discontinued fragrances. So let's keep it moving. I'm only going to try to mention fragrances that I know for sure that are discontinued, not formulations of fragrances that are discontinued. I will mention flankers that are discontinued, but not like I have the original stem of the Dior Homme fragrance. I'm not going to mention fragrances like that, just ones that I know for sure are discontinued, not rumored to be discontinued. But this one is one of the more recent discontinued fragrances. I'll get this out the way, and this was Bois de Armani. This is my very first Guerlain private line pickup. I'm very surprised that they decided to discontinue this one, but I'm happy I have a bottle. Still think it's a great scent. It's quite light. But let's move on to the next one. Next up, I have this Guerlain that I do like, but people rave about it in the fragrance communities, people, especially people that are into Guerlain. This one is Mouchoir de Monsieur, handkerchief of the gentleman. This is a fragrance that I remember at one point I wanted to just have 2 bottles when people are talking about backups, but 1 bottle is enough. I hardly ever wear it. Even since I've been wanting to wear it, I still haven't worn it, but it's a great take. It's sort of the masculine counterpart to Jicky. So I have this one. I don't know what the prices are going on for this now, but I've sold probably 2 or 3 bottles in the last couple of years, but this is the last one I have. Moving on. Next up is a fragrance I am determined to finish this year. I've had this for years and I still haven't finished it. I was so happy to get it, and I got it for such a cheap price. This one is from Issey Miyake, and this one is called Yuzu. I'm sure it's called Eau de Issey, Yuzu, something like that. This is one I got for a steal, a tester bottle of, and nobody even had it like in packaging, but I asked the guy for the tester and he just popped out with it. But I am determined to finish this bottle this year because I do not like the Issey Miyake bottles. They're very hard to store, you know, but I'm gonna finally finish it. I'm gonna wear a lot of that this year. Moving on. Next up is a Fahrenheit flanker. This one I'm going to feature. This is another one I plan on finishing this year. And this is a summary take on Fahrenheit. This is Fahrenheit 32. I had Fahrenheit 32 and Fahrenheit Acqua. This is my favorite of those 2. I do have Fahrenheit Cologne, which is also discontinued, but I wanted to feature this one. I believe this might be a little bit more sought after. It's a great flanker to Fahrenheit. I tried recently a couple times the most recent formulation of Fahrenheit, and I did not like it at all. And Fahrenheit was one of the very first fragrances that I loved as a teenager, as you know, going into high school and things like that. So all of the flankers to me, they give me that feeling of the scent memory that I have of Fahrenheit, more so than the original. Moving on. Next up is one that I remember seeing when I first got into fragrances and started hunting down discontinued fragrances, but then I missed my chance, and I actually got this free from a buddy, and this one's called Balenciaga Pour Homme. I believe Rich Mitch, I think he said is his favorite fragrance of all time. I've only worn this one once. From the nozzle, it smells very peppery. I can't tell you much about how it smells. I just assume that it's you know, it's like a early 90s. It came out in the early 90s, I believe, but it's like a late 80s, early 90s powerhouse masculine scent. Moving on. From the house of Dior, this is one I was super happy to get. I put my name on the list of a local fragrance shop, and they actually emailed me when it came in, and that is Leather Oud by Dior. I remember Fragrance Journey saying that this is his favorite, all-time favorite scent. I don't know if it is now. This is a 2015 bottle. Has a separated C and the D, as you see there. This was when I was really trying to hunt down the most animalic scents, and I haven't worn this in a while either, but this is one that I just have to keep. 125 ml is perfect, and I'm glad that I was able to get it. I paid retail for it at the time, so I didn't pay an exorbitant price, but it still, you know, it's pricey. It's Dior. Moving on. This is one I actually purchased off of eBay. I thought that I would be able to get it local at the Hermès shops, because you can find a lot of things that have been discontinued here through the retail shops, but nobody had this one. This one's called Paprika Brazil. This is a kind of spicy iris type of scent. It's quite weird. I can see why it was discontinued. I'd have to wear it a little bit more. It is a good scent, but it is something that is off the beaten path as far as scents go, and I can see again why it was discontinued. Let's move on. This one, I have two bottles, different ones, and this is from the Shalimar Millésime fragrances. This one I want to highlight is Millésime Tonka. This one is just great. Most of them have really high ratings, but I believe Tonka is the best one. I have this, and I have Iris. And this, again, is the closest one with that Tonka bean accord. As closest to that new extrait. You can't see the extrait, but as far as on a lower level, this is a great Tonka scent. I like this much more than Tonka Impériale, which unfortunately is also discontinued, but I was not a fan of. I have 10 ml of it though. The last three I will mention will be from the house of Tom Ford. I got rid of the vast majority of the discontinued private line ones, and I only kept the two that really spoke to me. I do wish I had Tobacco Oud Intense. I did sell it some time ago, but I'm not willing to pay exorbitant prices of that. So I have London, which is like an animalic, spicy type of scent. Very well done, but not one that is would be mass appealing. And then I have Vert d'Encens, which is what it says, green incense. This has the pine. This is probably my favorite fragrance that has pine in it, and I love incense. So these are two that have been determined to keep in my collection. These aren't the ones that get like the most play when it comes to people wanting some of the discontinued ones. It's not the most popular ones, but I still love this one a lot. Moving on to the last one. And the last one is another Tom Ford. This is another one of my Grail discontinued fragrances. I actually have two. I don't know, my battery's running funny, so let's see if I can get through it. This is Tom Ford Sahara Noir. This is probably the most expensive at the time discontinued fragrance that I had purchased, and I believe, not that it was worth every penny, but the incense part of it is worth clamoring over. If it was at a decent price, it's one of the best incense fragrances ever created. It's a shame that it was discontinued so soon. At least it could have been in production a little bit more. But this is a great incense-based fragrance that has beeswax in it. Now I'm going to see, this is 15. I'm going to see if I can, I'm forgetting this one that I just got most recently. Let me see if I have enough battery to show it to you, because I just got it yesterday. This has been a discontinued fragrance that I've wanted for a very long time. I missed out on the chance to get it at a decent price. So this one, I definitely know that I paid more than retail for it. Maybe double the price, I'm not sure. Not more than that. I don't know what the original cost of it was. But this is when I was going down my cheaper rabbit hole and trying to find fragrances that smell similar to Mitsuko. So I have Mitsuko, I have Jubilation 25, the extrait. Not the Eau de Parfum, which is also great, but the extrait's on a whole nother level. And this is one that seemed to have eluded me, even though I missed out on the chance of ordering it. Now the prices have gone up like crazy. And this is from the house of Acqua di Parma. This one is called Profumo. This is for sure in the packaging. It fits with the theme, whereas this is definitely one of my grail finds for fragrances in general and discontinued fragrances. I would have been happy with a 50 ml bottle, but he only had the 100 ml. And again, this one's called Profumo. This is what the inside looks like. I literally just got this yesterday. He was trying to tax me. I asked him to give me a slight discount, and he's gracious enough to do that for me, because I just was like, I just have to go ahead and get it. This one was originally released in 1930. It does have similarities to both Mitsuko and Jubilation 25, but it's a little bit different. I have to really wear it to give an assessment on it. But I'll go ahead and spray it while I have it here. It has this fruity floral take on the cheaper, like Jubilation 25 and also Mitsuko, but again, it's a little bit different. I do really like it. I don't know if I like it as much as, say, I'm not going to mention Mitsuko because that's just a no-brainer. But as far as Jubilation 25, I don't know if I like it more than that. It is in that same ballpark, but I have to give it more wear. But this is one that I've been hunting down, or wanted for a long time. I really wasn't hunting it down because I wasn't willing to pay the certain prices on it, and I hardly even see it on eBay now. So there you have it. That's the last one that I will mention. This is Acqua di Parma's Profumo, originally released in 1930. I believe it was re-released in like 2008 and 2009, something like that. I'm not sure which variation of this it is. So I'll look that up after I've ended this video. What are some of your favorite discontinued fragrances? Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace.